wanna blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is exception on my coupe. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Jerry Tillery on the
early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And the ball's out. Carr lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Badgley lining up for the extra point.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
28, Josh Jacobs.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Down by Drew Tranquill. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier, and this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Carr completes it, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
So on the big tight end,
each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. No, it's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. Corey Littleton on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
second down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He was
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Kenneth Murray. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Austin Eckler. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He's brought down.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert throwing again, and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Herbert back to the air, to Gordon, out left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Keenan Allen, incomplete.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Las Vegas.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Here's Jones on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
By Melvin Ingram.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And find Warner, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, you can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And picked up by the Chargers. His guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get to...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we? Cat's
got our tongue here in the booth. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And the return is Jones. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first down, Carr. And Jones has it. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Chargers.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 20.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And his throw here is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. throwing again. Carr. Got his man. It's Tyrell Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's Eckler again. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. Field goal doesn't help them much. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Max Crosby.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers. 40.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The 23-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he fires one incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there.